In this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about how to use ChatGPT as your fabric generator, especially when you are struggling to find a fabric for your garment on CLO3D, mostly African design, because we hardly find African texture file online. So I think ChatGPT is the best way to generate those kind of African design using the right prompt on ChatGPT. I don't even need to use external software like Substance Painter to start texturing your file, because the moment ChatGPT can generate the necessary map you need to use on your design, then you can get a very good result on CLO3D. So let's begin. But before we continue, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. So now I'm going to open my ChatGPT. And finally, I've subscribed to ChatGPT Plus. In my last tutorial, when I mentioned about using ChatGPT as your fabric generator, I was using the free version whereby I have to wait for another 24 hours again to generate images. So now I finally subscribed so I can generate as much images as possible. So now this is my conversation with ChatGPT, and the first thing I said was give me 10 idea of Ashoke with multiple stripe colors, and it gave me about 10. Can you see? But then my response was give me a mock-up visual, because he said would you like a mock-up visual of any of this combination or help turn it into CLO3D texture set. And I said mock-up visual of number one, and this is the mockup visual of number one. Then I told you to proceed into generating a seamless styling for CLO3D realistic in 4K, and this is the result. And I'll be applying this. So the first thing I'm going to do is to download this. So I've clicked on the save icon, so it has downloaded. Can you see? And you're also going to need a normal map. So this is generate a normal map, and this is it. So I'm going to also download this. So select, and it has downloaded. So let's cancel this and let's try this fabric on CLO3D. So this is it. I'm going to be using this filler. This is a Yoruba cap, and this is the default fabric. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go to the base color map. I'm going to select this, select the open texture editor. Okay, let's cancel that, and let's select add. And we're going to use this here. So you can see we have this cap already. See, so fast. And the next thing I'll do, I can just select apply and close. But you can also change this color of this particular texture on CLO3D, which is very easy. Just use the color switch. So when you select the color switch, you can just click on probably 3 or 4 or 5 colors. You see. So if I select this particular red, is it red or should I call it one? I don't know the color. I can just change it to black. I can change it to white, and I can select apply and close, and you can see everything changed to white. So that's even the craziest part. So even after generating the texture, you can also play around with the color on CLO3D with the color switch. So that's just by the way. So I'll just select Ctrl Z because I'm not interested in changing the color. I'm fine with this, and no color switch, and let's select apply and close. So we have this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go to the normal map. I'm going to select this, and I'm going to add the normal map. So this is the normal map. I'm going to select open. So already have the normal map. It might not be effective here, but probably when we render, we should see the result of the normal map. Let me see. Yeah, I think we are good. We're good. So another thing is that let's go back to ChatGPT and let's add something extra. So I can just say I need embroidery embroidery around my filler design on CLO3D. Can you generate for me? Can you give me 5 ideas first? Let's look at the 5 ideas before generate. Give me 5 ideas. So this is the result from ChatGPT. It says royal motif loop, design, metallic thread or gold, bronze, blah blah blah. Placement all around the lower edge of the cap. That's probably somewhere around this side. And then we have the let me go back to this and see. This is a tribal chevron stitch, which is just placed across the front and side of the cap end. So you can see the idea. You can see how you can do a lot with ChatGPT on your design on CLO3D, but I think I'll go with the royal motif loop. So let me see. Okay, let me see the response from ChatGPT. Would you like if yes for number, let me say for number 1. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I'm supposed to say a texture file or a normal map. I need a texture file, so I think that's an error from my side. So you can see this is nice, but this is not what I want. So I'll just change this again. I'll put yeah, we'll do like yeah. Let me just try 4K embroidery. Sorry, embroidery texture file. Sorry, texture file in a transparent background. Very important. Transparent background. Send. So the result is very bad. Can you see? So I'm going to type this thing again. I'm going to look for the right prompt and I'm going to use it so that it can give me exactly what I want. Okay, so I had to retype the prompt again, and this is what I said only the embroidery texture in a transparent background, realistic 4K in a perfect loop. This was the first result it generated, and there was a cut here. Can you see this cut at the edge here? So I didn't want this, so I decided to tell it again. There is a cutout from the part of the embroidery, make the loop perfect, and you can see what it gave me. Can you see this? I think I can use this one to make something out. The next thing we'll need is to generate a displacement map. So generate, because I need to make it embossed, because if I use this on CLO3D like this, it's just going to look like a graphic. So I need to make it embossed. It won't show in the CLO viewport, but when I render it, you're going to see what I'm trying to say. So let's go back to ChatGPT. So generate a displacement map. Okay, I don't know why this thing, I have to like reload this, so let me reload this page. So here we are. Let me now send the prompt so we can download. Let me download this. Download. Okay, yeah, we've downloaded that, and so I'm still waiting for a displacement map. So let's download the displacement map. Okay, great. So we have both now. So we are going to use this, I think here. Yes, here. So so I'm going to select the graphic tool. So I need to place it at the center, and I'm going to go to download. Yes, I'm going to select this. Yeah, I'm going to place it here. 200. Let me select 200 because it's quite big. So let me know where I'm heading to. I'm supposed to even crop this out because it might affect the result. I need to crop out those extra spaces in the embroidery. So you can you see this. So coming. Is it not? It's not. Is it at the center? Okay, we have this at the center. So let me just. So we have this. I think I need to bring this up. Okay, let me scale it down. I've forgotten there's an extra line. So let's scale it out a bit. So I feel like okay. So we have this. So there's what they call tile. Yes, you can tile to the x-axis. So can you see? Can see this? So that's just what I need to create a loop. So see the x-axis or y-axis. So can you see? So then we have this. So that's what I did. And let me just click on this now finally, so that it can give me where I can put the displacement map before we now check it out on the render view. So I'm going to scroll down. This is displacement map. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to select this. So it has loaded 4. I'm going to change the amount is 4. I'm going to change the particle distance to 1. Then let's check this on our render. So render, yep. And let me adjust the setting. Let me set 1080 by 1080. Great. And let's load this. So this is it on render view, and you can see how it is. So we can also change the of the thread, but that's by the way. So can you see how the embroidery is out? If you feel the embroidery is too much, let me move closer to it. Can you see this? If you feel like it is too much, we can reduce this by changing the amount probably to like 3, or let me see 3, or let me see 3. Yeah, so you can see this. So this looks great. Let me rotate this so you can see. So I hope this tutorial have been able to help you in your workflow on ChatGPT and CLO3D, or using ChatGPT with CLO3D. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and also on the notification bell to get more tutorial from Pimi the Creator.